GarageBand for iPad has a really easy to use pitch correction tool that can do everything from tightening up a vocal performance to heavily tuned vocal effects. In this video, I'll show you where to find GarageBand for iPad's pitch correction and how to use it. The first thing you need to do before adding pitch correction is to identify the key of the project you're working on. If you don't set the project key correctly, the pitch correction will attempt to correct to the wrong note, and things will end up sounding a bit weird. If you're not sure how to find the key of your project, I've linked a few online tools down in the description below that might be able to help. Personally, I usually go by ear and try to identify the tonic note or the first note in the scale and go from there. So, for example, in this project, if I bring up a touch keyboard instrument, I can kind of hunt around until I find the note that sounds just about right anywhere in the song. C is the tonic note here, so the project is in the key of C. To find out if it's in C major or C minor, I need to play the note a major third up from C and see if it fits with the song too. Which it does, so the project is in C major. To change the key signature of your project in GarageBand for iOS, tap on the cog icon at the top right of your screen and then tap on key signature. GarageBand defaults to C major, but you can change the key of your song and whether it's major or minor here. Having the follow song key option toggled on will change any touch instrument recordings in your project to the key that you define above. Do bear in mind though that this won't affect any real audio recordings, so it's best to identify and change the key of your project before recording anything. With that out of the way, you can either record your vocals with pitch correction applied to them, or apply the effect to your recording after the fact. In this project, I have two vocal tracks recorded, a main vocal and a falsetto double of the main vocal. Here's what the dry main vocal sounds like.
You need to change a different view.
If I open the audio recorder settings, several of these vocal presets have a pitch correction control present. If I turn off the rest of these controls and then add a little pitch correction to the vocal, you can hear how that subtly affects it.
You need to change a different view. You need to change a different view.
And if I crank it right up, you can hear the more dramatic, robotic effect.
You need to change a different view.
I'll probably want to keep the pitch correction dial back a bit on this main vocal. On the falsetto double vocal though, I do want to have a slightly more dramatic and obviously auto-tuned effect.
You need to change a different view. Need to change a different view.
Here's how they sound together and with the rest of the tracks in the project added.
You need to change a different view. Turn the same old into new. You need to change a different view. turn the same old into new. You need a change, a different...
Let me know what you think of GarageBand for iPad's pitch correction, and if you use any iOS alternatives down in the comments. Hit the like button and hype the video while you're there. I really appreciate it, and it helps more people see it, and I'll see you in the next one.